Demure, Sharon. Miss Ouch, Sharon.
Can you remember a moment when a brilliant idea flashed into your head and it was perfect? And all of a sudden, another thought pushed it forward through enthusiasm until it finally shouted, "That's a great idea!" But what if you fall on your face? What do you do when you fall on your face? Do you hope no one notices? Are you more concerned with what people will think than what you can learn from this? Ouch! After 4 years in business school, I went for an American break. I bought a Subway sandwich shop. I don't want to brag or anything, but in 6 short months, I took a $60,000 debt, and I doubled the debt. That's right, I turned the Subway sandwich shop into a non-profit organization. I financially fell on my face. But I remember I wasn't the only one from my hometown in Auburn to fall on my face. Dr. Robert Goddard, a childhood hero, he had a ridiculous idea building a device that can take off from the ground to reach the stars. He was the reason we landed on the moon. I had my ridiculous idea when I listened to Brian Tracy, a great speaker. He asked a question: what would you dare to dream if you wouldn't fail? I struggled for an answer. Then, I want to be a comedian. But I wasn't funny. I wasn't a clown. In fact, the very first time my brother ever laughed at me was, I told him I wanted to be a comedian. Ouch! Who do you want to be? What do you want to change in your life? We clearly know where we want to go, but yet we go back and forth. If I just had a little bit more time, if I just had a little bit more money. But we never take the first step. Dr. Goddard's first flight took off in Auburn and landed in Auburn. It just reached 41 feet, but it was the first step. There are strangers out there that will make fun of your first step. When the local press found out Dr. Goddard's ridiculous idea to reach the moon and his first flight, the next morning the headline read, "Moon rocket misses target by 238,799 and 1.5 miles. Ouch! Those strangers are part of your process. Imagine my parents' reaction after struggling out their budget to help me through the college and seeing me fell on my face. And I come home, Mom, Dad, I wanted to be a comedian. I was met by silence. Ouch! They too are part of your process. After a year struggling in the comedy world, I never forget the one night I was bombing for 20 minutes and it was horrible. I brought a woman up to the stage and she stood directly behind me and she puts her hands in place of mine. It's an improv technique. She will tell the story by her hand gestures, as I will tell it verbally. And this works the best with the more animated the hand gestures are. Well, the woman stood like an ancient statue. She didn't move. I desperately turned to her and asked, "Please do something with your hands." And she did. Ouch! They too are part of your process. Immediately I called my mentor Rick and I said, "I died. I bombed. They hated me." And Rick said, "So? What do you mean so? How do you argue with so?" And And Rick reminded me that anyone who has accomplished anything has fallen on their face. I remember somewhere I fell on my face, but I never took the next step. It's the next step after the arch that's important, but it's so difficult. We don't like the arch. We don't want to take the next step. But when the foot lands, you're gonna like the feeling. We learn from the arch. In the effort of reaching the moon, Dr. Goddard says, failure I consider negative information are essential for each step getting closer to the moon. He's an arch master. You need to be the arch master. If you dare to fail, you can learn anything. I wasn't given the gift to make all me laugh, but I was given the opportunity to take the next step. So when is the next step? Will you take it? Take it. I don't want to look back on my life and think that I never do the comedy thing, but I paid all my bills. We are all gonna move forward and try to reach a point headed to our goals. And when we will get stuck and can't move, we are so afraid of that arch, and we forget that if we are willing to lean forward and take the risk and fall on our face, we still make progress. So go ahead and fall forward.